Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever the hell you're at on Dude Sports Sessions Week 10 NFL Pickem with our good friend Ryan Richardson out of the Philadelphia, Pennsylvania area. And I'm coming from the somewhat south of Cleveland. I'm in the middle of nowhere, but we're not talking about anything in between, with especially any towns ending in Berg. But hey, man, I had a really good week in week 9. I haven't went over the results with you yet. We have a prairie fire shot on the line, which is a tequila at room temperature with hot sauce. So,
yeah, and I did not know that that's what that was when I agreed to do this.
Well,
just throwing that out there.
I'll let you pick the poison this time here because it was pretty bad. We disagreed on 4 games, and I got all 4 of those correct.
Damn. What a bad week for the NFL.
I went 7-5, and you went 3-9.
It was bad. This week was that week in the NFL where every game goes the opposite way of what you think it's going to go.
Yeah,
it was like there were so many crazy upsets.
You were 3-9 on a Pickem. I was going to say much.
Hey, listen, everyone has a bad week.
On the year through 2 weeks, you are 10-14, and you have some catching up to do. If I am 16-8, so through 2, I got
it's definitely possible. Yeah,
definitely possible. Definitely possible. We there wasn't a lot of games we really disagreed on last week, but this week,
that's because last week was just straight chalkboard. Like it should have there's so many games you should have won. What are the 4 games that we disagreed on that we lost on?
You went with LA Rams. I went with Tennessee. I went with Arizona. You went with the Niners. And then you went with the Eagles. I went with the Chargers.
Eagles should have won that game.
And I went with my Brownies, and you went with my Bungholes down in Cincinnati.
I can't believe the Bengals tanked 2 weeks in a row. They lost to the Jets.
They didn't tank. Browns just beat that ass. There's a difference.
I don't know if they beat that ass.
You clearly did not watch the game then. So
No, of course I didn't watch the game. That's not in my market. I would never get a Browns game unless they were playing somebody good.
Because you obviously hate freedom. You don't disrespect Otto Graham back here. He is watching.
I get a lot of Patriots games.
Hey. Yeah. Speaking of the Patriots, that is one game this week, the Browns and the Patriots. But that's not where we're going to start. We are recording this on Saturday, November 13th, late in the evening here. So we did submit our picks, but we both got them wrong because who in the hell would have thought Miami was going to pull off a 22-10 upset on Baltimore? Wow.
What a crazy game. Tua coming out in the second half. That was nuts.
Yeah, Tua coming out like I think I told Surya, like an old dirty gym sock in the second half and lighting it up, and did what he had to do to knock off a very, very tough AFC North. And I'm telling you, everyone keeps throwing this Lamar Jackson, his stats down my throat. I don't care. He's Fugazi.
I think it's a little hometown hate there.
Nah, he chokes when he can't. I don't think he can play enough consistent games to get to the Super Bowl finish line ever.
I mean, they were there last year and then they got smoked in the playoffs.
Exactly, though. That's my whole point. He can't put together 4 consecutive games in the playoffs.
Yeah, but he's only had 1 chance to do it. You got to give him another chance.
2 or 3. This is what, his 4th year?
Nah, I don't think so.
The first year he didn't really play because Flacco. Flacco's been a little bit of a dick.
I think he was still on that contract too. Flacco was.
Yeah, but he wasn't even he was doing everything possible not to let Lamar Jackson in because he knew. But anyway, we're both 0-1 for this week. So going into the Sunday slate, I am 16-9 and you are 10-15. So let's at least try to get you 5 games over 500 the rest of the way to get you back here there, buddy. So first off, there's a bet you lost.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we should probably settle that.
Thank
God I forgot. I'm
going to drink my delicious cocoa vodka here.
Oh, that sounds tasty. Actually,
it's actually delicious. Cocoa vodka, 5% here. My good friends at Cocoa Life, proud supporters of the Dude Network. We will drink this deliciousness, sweet tropical nectar, while you drink butthole Go ahead.
Oh, I fortunately like tequila and hot sauce, and I have lots of options in my house, so it's kind of worked out.
Don't French it up, Dirt.
So I actually got a little bit of mezcal instead, Dos Hombres. If they want to sponsor, that would be awesome. I'd be cool with that. And looking at the label, I figured out that Jesse and Walter White are the actual owners of the whole thing. So I've never had this before. I just randomly picked it up.
If you're really wired after this, we know why, because they got some of their products.
Yeah, true. Yeah, it should be blue. It should be like a blue tint. That's what they should do with it.
Well, if it was really good, there should be no blue, right?
No, I thought it was blue because he was using like a different chemical or something with like his stuff. That was like his signature.
The Blue Angel or whatever the hell.
Something like that.
I don't know. I don't know drug lingo.
Vermont maple Verde sriracha sauce, which is delicious. I've had it before. So
some maple. So we got maple sriracha, room temperature tequila.
Yeah. Well, it's mezcal, but it's close. It's the same thing, same plant. How much hot sauce do I have to put in here?
I don't know.
Should I just keep going for it?
That looks good. Yeah, that's amazing.
Oh, dude, that's like
half. Show the camera there. Let's.
That's like half. That looks like a really dirty mini martini.
Oh my god, dude! It looks so disgusting.
All right, cheers. Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Hey,
down the hatch.
Down the hatch.
That was actually delicious. I'm not upset about having to do that at all.
Really?
No, that was really good.
I think like the true prairie fire is supposed to be like El Toro tequila.
Yeah, it's probably cheap fucking cheap fucking tequila and like
Tabasco.
Frank's red hot sauce.
Not even Tabasco, like the Great Value hot sauce. But yeah,
the Walmart brand one.
Yeah, so
that's really good. Hey, Dos Hombres, you want to sponsor the show? All in on that. It was delicious.
Let's go. But in the meantime, that loser moment was brought to you by Cocoa Vodka, which is not a loser in any aspect.
Yeah, they can sponsor our normal drinking, and then the Dos Hombres guys can sponsor our shot time.
We'd be happy to sponsor your worst shots ever that are supposed to be disgusting and have.
That was delicious.
That's amazing. That's so funny. All right, so you ready for this week?
Yeah, let's roll. I got to go perfect so I can catch back up to you.
All right. We got long NFL season, and one game we both got wrong last week because we recorded that on Monday. Was Mr. Aaron Rodgers the next day gets COVID, and we both had Green Bay. So I think we would not have went with Green Bay.
Yeah, that would have. Yeah, that would have changed for sure. But with Aaron Rodgers, yeah.
Before we get into slate here, how much did Aaron Rodgers' offseason value go up with the Packers after that game?
I mean, after the first game of the season, we've talked about this. I think every single show, he was like, "All right, you don't want to see what it's like without Aaron Rodgers? This is what it's like without Aaron Rodgers." And then he just is. And then they went. Where they going? Like a 5 or 6 game win streak after that.
Like smoked everybody.
Yeah.
Like not even close. And then they come out without Aaron Rodgers and put up a 7 spot on. And their defense did everything possible to. And I think Kansas City did everything possible to lose that game. Like it was 13-7. Like wow. So, all right. Well, here's this is actually more of an intriguing matchup because out of nowhere, these Atlanta Falcons are 4-4 and crawling out of the cellar, like still in the NFC playoff picture without Calvin Ridley, traded away Julio Jones, and they're on the road at Jerry's World at the Dallas Cowboys after an embarrassing, brutal loss.
That was bad.
And I mean, was that at Denver last week?
No, it was at home. It was in Dallas.
So it was at Jerry's World. Yeah,
I think it was the worst. It was the worst loss in Jerry's World that they've ever had, which as an Eagles fan is just delightfully giggle worthy.
As much as as much as I know you love your Dallas Cowboys, I'm going to have to go with Dallas on this one. There's no way they do back-to-back. Or is the formula out there now? Because Atlanta's defense has to be – I haven't watched any Atlanta games this year. I'm not going to lie. I have no idea what their defense looks like, but I'm going to guess it's not terrible that we have a record of 4-4 with their offense. So I'm still going Dallas.
the Eagles are not a good team, and we beat the Falcons. And the Cowboys were the number one offense in the league going into that game last week. So, and Denver has a really good defense. So I have to go Cowboys here. I feel like Dak gets it back on track. I hate to say it because I hate the Cowboys, but I feel like the Cowboys are going to win. I got to catch up to you. And I can't take a gamble on a Falcons team.
Yeah,
I'll never gamble on Matt Ryan.
Yeah, that's not that. That has put yourself in a farther hole written all over it. All right, well, I'm going to let you pick first here. It's actually rude of me to go first when you being the down guy here, so my bad on that. No couth Tony over here. We have the New Orleans Saints 5-3 against at the Tennessee Titans 7-2. Vegas has it an even game, except for it's at Tennessee, so it's 3-point Tennessee. They think on paper this is two even teams.
I don't know how the Saints lost at home to the Falcons last week. I'm just a big ups and downs guy, and I feel like the Saints, there's no way that they're going to lose back-to-backs on this. Titans coming off of a high from winning last week and beating the Rams, who's probably the best team in the NFL. Thank you, Cleveland Browns, for giving them Odell Beckham Jr., which is just cherry on top of a cherry on top of a sundae. He's just
so stupid by the Rams. Why would you anyway?
Why wouldn't you? And now Robert Woods is he was on the IR because he tore his ACL.
Still got Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, but then you can just tee up on Cooper Kupp. I'm not a big Darrell Henderson Jr. guy.
I just don't. Then you got Van Jefferson out there too. I don't know, man. Anywhere Odell needs to prove that he's not poison. I mean, he's still Odell. He's
been on two of the historically. I mean, well, I guess you can't really say the Giants. He's been on really bad teams.
Here's the thing: numbers don't lie, man. The numbers don't lie. There was a large enough sample size. It's not his fault that he owned real estate in Baker's Head. It's not his fault. But
you gotta.
He still did. He still did.
Yeah, but if he's motivated to play and he wants to, he's looking for a ring. So he's looking for.
All right.
Did he win a wing? A wing? Did he win? Did he win a ring with the Giants?
No, I think
he wasn't on any of those teams, was he?
He came on the year after, I believe.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So I'm pretty sure I think that's what he said.
So on the Saints-Titans game, not anything to do with Odell Beckham or Rams. Our tangents win.
We really did go down a left, yeah.
We went down a rabbit hole there, but that's all right. So so who are you going with? You going New Orleans?
Point of it was Titans coming off a high, beating the Rams. Yes, I'm going with the Saints.
Okay. I'm going to go with the Titans here at home. I think they're still.
Is that really what you think? Because you can't. I mean, don't just pick against me to let me catch up to you.
No, I just think without Jameis, quarterback positions. I go by the quarterback position. And I think in this one it's a landslide. Tannehill, and I think Tennessee's offensive line shows that it's good enough that they can still have a decent running attack, and they still have Julio and AJ Brown. And
Julio went on the IR today.
Okay, he's out. It's Tennessee at home. That's it. Tennessee's got Tannehill, and they're at home. That's enough. I can't change it on that. I just don't. I think the Saints just
Titans play Julio Jones on injured reserve.
The Saints just scream inconsistent this year. Inconsistent, I mean.
Yeah, but their defense is really good, and defense always keeps you in games.
But Tennessee's defense isn't bad though either. So
they're not the Tennessee of beating the Patriots and was it the Patriots in the playoffs? So that game that no one expected them to win.
But it's still a Mike Vrabel coach team. So
I like Vrabel. Yep. All right. What's the next one?
All right. Jags at Colts.
How do you not take Carson Wentz in any game? He's literally Ginger Jesus. He's amazing. He's incredible. He wins everything. So we're gonna take Carson Wentz.
Ginger Jesus doesn't snap two ankles in one play, man. Sorry.
How's that even physically possible? Physics cannot allow it.
It's him, bro. It's very possible. Yeah.
Ridiculous.
The same guy that dives in for a game-winning touchdown blows out his ACL.
Oh, yeah, at least they say he blew his ACL out before that play, and he played two more plays, and that was on a torn ACL. He did that play supposedly, which just makes it more incredible.
Yeah,
I think the Colts are an underrated
I'm a
team.
Wentz
And
fan. I am a Wentz fan. I think he got a bad deal out of Philly.
didn't that? Nah, I think mentally he needed like a restart. Yeah, Jags beat the Bills last week. There's no way they go back to back. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely taking the
Jags had
Colts.
the upset of the year last week.
Yeah, I
And
wish
they
I would have taken the money line juicy on that for the Jags. But how do you bet on the Jags?
Sir Yod, who was just on the show, did. He put $5 on it, and his buddy put like 50. Yeah, and he said he said it was a nice payout for that right there. So you're going to go with the Colts. I got to go with the Colts. They're at home. No way Jags went back to back. But I will say this is Urban Meyer's chance to prove it wasn't a fluke. So we'll see. Indeed. And everyone, I am writing these down here, and everyone listening at home. By the way, anybody listening to here new on the podcast, you can check out this on the YouTube channel, the Dude Network. So, yeah, all kinds of different ways to listen to this nonsense. So next, we got the Browns at the New England Patriots, both with records of 5 and 4. New England 2.5-point favorites, which means they would, on paper, Browns are about a half-point favorite. Browns trying to still prove that they're better off without OBJ, and they did it so in a big way last week against Cincinnati Bengals. But the New England Patriots are they're proving that with a rookie quarterback, that with the money they spent in the offseason, it's been money well spent, and they're getting a good return on that investment. We already know where I'm going, so you can go ahead and
Are you done stroking the Browns? Are you done with that?
No, I'm never done stroking the Browns. Until it's red and raw, baby. Let's go.
The Bill Belichick coach team in November, and you just don't bet against them. It's been historically proven over the decades. And I know this is without Tom Brady, but I think Mac Jones, this is where you're going to start to see him start to shine. Pick him up in fantasy leagues if you need a little bit of a quarterback juice, because I feel like he's really going to take fire in the Patriots offense. I'm taking Patriots here.
Until Myles Garrett comes on one side and Jadeveon Clowney comes on the other and split his body in 3 pieces. So
yeah, let's talk about your classic Browns underachiever, Jadeveon Clowney. That dude was a beast at South Carolina, and he's
underachieved everywhere. And actually, believe it or not,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's in on a lot of these plays. He is actually, I think his value
sure he's in, or he tapes well, or he's always in a good position. Man, he's not making big plays. Yeah.
I mean, he's not better than Myles Garrett, so Myles Garrett's going to get to the quarterback in front of him.
Nobody's better than Myles Garrett, except for maybe
so that's what I'm saying.
Micah,
how's he going to get all the sacks if Myles Garrett's out there just raking it in?
Yeah, what's the Penn State linebacker that the Cowboys selected first?
Oh, Micah Parsons.
Yeah, Micah Parsons. His name was escaping me. He might be better. He might be in. He's going to be better than Myles Garrett.
I think that prairie fire got to your freaking brain cells. All right, next. Bills at the Jets. Sucks.
God, the Bills are going to rate the Jets. They're going to – sorry, I don't know if you can say that. The Bills are going to absolutely annihilate the Jets. They're going to not – the Jets coming off of –
metaphorically speaking, they're going to pummel them.
Yeah, pummel them. That's a good word. I like that. Was that pummel?
Yeah.
Jets. Yeah, the Bills after losing to the Jags, there's no way they're going to absolutely decimate the Jets. The Jets have no business being an NFL team. We should have relegation in the NFL, and the Jets should have relegated.
We really should, because we'd have some really bad teams out of the mix here. Yeah. So no fight here from me on that one. Up next, God dang, the Lions at the Steelers. So go ahead.
I know. I'm thinking about that one. That one's.
I mean, dude, if there's ever the upset of the day, like Detroit's due to put one together enough, and Pittsburgh's capable of sucking because they put up some eggshells.
The Steelers had to come back on the Bears, and it wasn't if I remember, that was a little bit of a miracle ending. I feel like the Steelers are exhausted from the week before, and the Lions are coming off of a bye, it looks like. Yeah, I'm going to take the Lions. Jared Goff proves he shouldn't have been traded away from the Rams and should be winning a Super Bowl this year. Yeah, go ahead. Pick the Steelers. Every Browns fan, stroking.
I can't. You know what though? What's crazy is like I'm looking at this game and I'm like, ugh, I'm definitely taking Detroit on the points, which is like 6.5.
Just a homer hater pick.
You went with Detroit too, man. I let you pick first.
That's because I think Roethlisberger's done. I gave you reasons for it. Yours is just because you love the Browns.
No,
You really deep down think the Steelers are
no.
going
I
to
think that the Lions getting 2 weeks to prepare for this game, and they're playing for that one game. Like they're probably going to be more prepared for this game than any other game the rest of the year. If the
Steelers short week too.
If the Lions, okay, see, I like that too. But if the Lions don't win this one, they go 0-17.
Yeah, I don't know about that. What's the rest of their schedule?
Don't matter. They're getting 2 weeks to prepare for this one. Okay, I'll tell you what. I'm going to take Pittsburgh to give you an opportunity to go back.
Ooh, you know who the Lions play next week? Another opportunity for a win. Play the Browns next week. And then they play the Bears on Thanksgiving. That could be a possible win. Then they play the Vikings. The Vikings are atrocious.
I still heard what you said,
taking out his own way.
I'm still processing because I'm trying to keep it somewhat rated, unlike some of us that just blurt out obscenities.
What?
But, yeah,
no
yeah.
But you said 0-17. That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, 0-17. If they don't win this one, I'm going with Pittsburgh. I'll go with Roethlisberger's turd.
I talked him into it.
You did. I
wasn't even talking about it directly.
And you know that's gonna bite you in the ass. That's the only reason I did it. I was like, man, he's really trying to sell it. So I want to.
No, I'm gonna win that one. This is a chalk play for you, by the way. What's the spread in that game?
6.5. That's what I'm saying. The points all day. Detroit plus. If Detroit got to lose by more than a touch. I don't know though. They could lose. I mean, Ben could come out and he's due to come up and put that 425-yard game up too. So.
Money line. Take the money line. He is at home. That is helpful. But yeah, there's no way. This is a game where the Lions catch those.
So I will say Vegas thinks they're only 3.5-point favorites on a neutral site.
All right, what do we got next?
Up next we have Tampa Bay at Washington. Tampa Bay 6-2 at the Washington Sentinels football team.
I don't think I even need to explain or go into this. It's the Bucs all day coming off a bye.
Yeah, Tampa Bay. Yeah.
Tom Brady throws for 6 touchdowns.
No way they go into week 11 6-3. No way. Then up next we got the Panthers at the Cardinals. Wow. Zona, right? Because we don't even know who the official quarterback. It might be Cam. We don't even know.
I think it is Cam. I think it has to be Cam. I think everyone else is hurt.
What a sad situation. I mean, I'm kind of happy for Cam because I'm sure he's getting a rare opportunity to end it where it started. So good for him, and he's getting paid. Hey, good for him getting paid. Up next, we got the Vikings at the Chargers.
Whoa. I didn't get to pick that game.
Oh,
you just assumed you knew what I was picking.
My bad. Yeah. I blew right by that. Jeez. This Coca Life
is
so amazing. I'm about empty. I have to go get another one.
Yeah. What's the spread in that game? Let me see.
Spread is 10. No. Yeah. Arizona's 10.
No, wait. That's Seattle Green Bay. It's 10. Oh, boy.
Yeah,
that's a big spread.
10. That's a big spread. But they're thinking Carolina's going to have a small limited package. They're on the road, traveling all the way to the other side of the country, across 3 time zone changes. Everything on paper.
No, Arizona doesn't participate in daylight savings time, I don't think. I don't know what that sways to.
Well, it's still 2 different. Oh, but it might be 2 out. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know which one they do. Anyway, I'm going to gamble on this. I'm going to take the Panthers. Cam's coming back. So is Christian McCaffrey. They're going to be running RPOs all day. Keep it simple. Put Cam back in there. I'm going to take the Panthers. Their defense can keep them in it long enough that the Cardinals hopefully don't run away with it.
That pick was so bad that even the dog come running. All right, next. Now we can go next. Vikings at the Chargers. Interesting matchup, but it's at LA. And Panthers Cardinals was the first 4:00 game. This is the next 4:00 game for the Eastern time people.
Vikings back-to-back road games. Chargers coming off a win against the Eagles that they shouldn't have won. They were pretty sloppy. They looked pretty bad. Kirk Cousins cannot get out of his own way. Back-to-back road games. They kind of blew their load trying to beat the Ravens. I'm going to go Chargers.
Going Chargers. I also am going to go the Chargers here. I think the Chargers record is a lot better than 5-3. I think Brandon Staley's getting way too much hate. I'm hearing rumors that the LA Chargers are coming after Staley after a couple of rough games. Stupid. They might be worse than Browns fans at this point if that's actually true. All right, up next we got your Philadelphia Eagles at the Denver Broncos. Sir, take the floor.
I mean, I have to take the Eagles here.
Yeah.
Especially after the only thing that makes me nervous is Broncos at home because that thin air really, it sounds ridiculous, but it definitely plays a part. But I think the Broncos won their Super Bowl by beating the Cowboys so badly last week, and there's no way you can get back up for a game again. Eagles should have beat the Chargers. We can still put together decent packages. If we blitz more on defense, we could definitely make it work. I got to take the Eagles.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Eagles too. I don't see the Broncos putting up back-to-back weeks like that.
Wow.
I've been a pro Eagles guy all year. I have been a Eagles guy. So this has been consistent. I think Jalen Hurts is not getting a fair shake, and I think he's a dynamic enough quarterback that he's no Lamar Jackson, but he can be a serviceable version of Lamar Jackson at a lesser level. And if you build the right team around him, that he could be a special person with a special offense. And I just think Denver, their quarterback situation is terrible. And
you don't get a lot of Eagles games out there, do you?
No.
Jalen Hurts is atrocious.
Oh no, don't say that, man. I think
he looks off his first read and runs every time. The only reason that the offense has been working last 2 weeks is we actually run the ball more than we pass it because Jalen Hurts is such a liability.
I don't understand. I don't understand why it's such a bad thing. If you have a quarterback that can run and get to move the ball, then do it.
Yeah, but how long can you do that for in the NFL? 4 years tops. Then your body's beat to death.
The way the hell you guys go through quarterbacks, he's only got 3 years to get paid anyway before you guys get him killed.
Hey, and Donovan for like a decade.
Yeah,
and then Carson just didn't work out.
And he defied the laws of medics.
He defied the laws of physics throwing the football sometimes too. But
yeah, once in a lifetime. And then all right, so Philly on that one. And next, the last daytime game, we have the Hawks at the Packers. Aaron Rodgers may be back, may not be back. I'm not sure, but they have Green Bay -3.5 against
Aaron Rodgers is back.
He is all the way back?
I saw some earlier today that he's cleared from COVID. So if that sways your decision, he's back.
Then yeah, that locks up where I'm going to go. So are we Green Bay at Green Bay?
Yeah. Yeah, if Aaron Rodgers is playing. Can we throw that caveat in there?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, but I'm just double checking. Yeah, he was removed from the COVID-19 list today.
All right, cool. All right, then that's official. All right, Sunday night football. We got the Chiefs at the Raiders. Raiders are just hot mess express.
Wait, hold on, sorry. I didn't realize they were playing the Seahawks. Russell Wilson's coming back in that game this week.
You going with Seattle?
I'm thinking about it. I didn't realize they were playing the Seahawks. Sorry to cut you off there.
That's all right.
What did the Seahawks do? Seahawks are pretty banged up. They were on a bye last week. That's kind of how because DK didn't play last week. He's on my fantasy team. And the Packers, without Aaron Rodgers, still played a pretty good game. You know what? I'm going to gamble with Russell Wilson first came back. DK Metcalf. If Russell Wilson and DK Metcalf can do anything.
That's true. Those two are two ballers together. All right, all right. Well, this is either going to go really, really good for you, and you're going to get a lot back, or you're going to be in a freaking crater of a hole.
No, let's not talk about that. Former only.
No, it's going to be worse than La Palma. Too soon? Too soon. All right, Chiefs at the Raiders, Sunday night football. Raiders.
I hate
I mean,
the
Raiders are
Raiders.
just a hot mess express.
Yeah,
Family. I mean,
the Raiders have just burned too much loyalty to me. I can never, after losing to the Giants last week, like fuck the Raiders.
yeah,
I think the Chiefs want to keep it rolling. They need to stay in the game to make it into the playoffs. This is a divisional game too, right? They're in the same division.
yep.
It's Chiefs, Raiders, Broncos, Chargers. Yeah. So I'm gonna go Chiefs. They have to win this division tiebreaker. They're rolling and they want to keep going.
The Chiefs are the luckiest freaking football team ever because if Rodgers plays last week, they come into this game with a 4-5 freaking record. And now they got second wind and they can kind of just get the ground running. You wait and watch. The freaking Chiefs are going to end up being like 10-4 after this start, and it's going to just make everybody upset. Mahomes is going to come through. I think this is their coming out party. They come out and dominate, win by 20 plus. I mean, I just think
classic Andy Reid coach team.
Yeah.
Andy Reid used to do that shit all the time. He'd be 5-5. We're like, get him out of town.
Yeah.
Fucking sucks. We want nothing to do with him. And we'd end up with 10 wins.
Yeah. Monday Night Football, interesting. You get the Rams with OBJ at the Niners for Monday Night Football primetime game. Anything can happen. Division game. Rams have lost a couple. They're showing a little bit of signs of human last couple weeks here. So do they figure it out? I'll let you go first on this one, unless you want me to go first.
We got one person's name for you. Von Miller is going to be playing in this game. That's all that matters. Yep. That defense is going to be ridiculous. Aaron Darnold, Jalen Ramsey, that defense is at every level. Can you imagine running through all three of them, having to run through all three at the same time? The defense is going to be absolutely absurd there. It's going to keep them in every single game. I'm taking Rams.
Yeah, everyone's sitting there talking about like the OBJ signing and it just typically overshadowing the logic and common sense. By far the biggest acquisition for this team was Von Miller. And their offenses, I still think OBJ is poison. And but I think, the first week I don't think it carries on this week. It wouldn't surprise me if the Niners won because any Kyle Shanahan offense is capable of just coming out of nowhere one night and just putting it all together. But I'm also going to go with the Rams. What is your tiebreaker, sir, on points?
That's the Monday night game?
Yep.
What's the over-under on the Rams game? 49.
How much research do you need? Just pick a number, dude.
I just like to know what Vegas thinks before I make my decision because sometimes I feel like they're only going to – because they're the smartest people in the room. That's why I care what they think.
Well, they're not in this room.
Yeah, they are. They're all around us. They're like matter.
This is Ohio. We don't condone that type of activity. According to the strict GPS locations, I am not able to gamble legally in the state of Ohio.
I could not tell that was Ohio, judging by all the brown stuff on the back of your wall there.
Browns fans are everywhere. You shouldn't judge anything like that. We have a nation.
You can go to any town in any city in the country.
Now they're everywhere now, dude. We have more Browns fans ever than ever, man. It's ridiculous. It's so stupid.
So you guys have them in Cincinnati, big Brown fans.
Actually, if you listen back, it was a home game. Suriati even was at the game last week, and he said it was basically a home game for the Browns. He said they were trying to do fan cams, and he said they were having a real hard time finding a spot where it was all Bengals fans.
Wow, it's hard to be a Bengals fan too. I'm going 42 on this game. I feel like this is like a 35-7 game, all Rams.
Now I'm gonna go. Okay, you're 42. I'm gonna go with 51.
Guy doesn't care what Vegas thinks, but he's gonna go like almost right on the number.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, we just talked about it. I just told you what it was.
Yeah. I totally zoned out on that. I was not listening to that at all.
And then you gave me shit about looking up what the Vegas line was and caring what they think.
For what it's worth, I didn't know, and I still picked 51. So
yeah, because it was pretty close to the Vegas number.
That's my bad.
Wait, so how many games do we have different this week?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Yes, let's go.
All right.
So after this week, we could realistically be completely tied.
Yeah, really we could. Yeah, really we could. I have a 6-game lead on you, and yeah, all 6 sway. And I did it last week to you. So what's the losers? Since you're a loser, what's next week's what's the punishment?
Yeah, what is next week's punishment? It's not a punishment. I don't think we should look at it that way. I think we should look at it as like a loser's reward. You know what I mean?
A loser's reward. Yeah, I will say you enjoyed that a little bit more than I was hoping.
Yeah, because I didn't know what I was agreeing to, but now that I agreed to it, I like it.
You're going to be like chugging prairie fires in your night.
Yeah, she's like, what are the hot sauce doing in the liquor cabinet? I'm like, don't worry about it. It's fine. It's delicious. Try it.
She's like, why is the hot sauce and the tequila by the bedstand?
Yeah. I think so. Well, you'd have to send me some, right? I'd have to see if I can find my. What is that stuff called? Cocoa vodka?
Cocoa vodka, cocoa rum.
Yeah. Oh well. Rum. That would be really good. Or the vodka, but you got a shotgun one.
They have vodka here, but they also have rum.
They have a rum one too. I'll have to go into the liquor store because Pennsylvania we're real stodgy on liquor laws. So I'll go to the liquor store and see if I can find it. But you have to shotgun one of those.
Ooh, loser has to shotgun. Okay.
A cocoa, either rum or vodka. But if I can't get it here, we won't. You can't ship it because that's illegal. I'll do something like equivalent.
You can go to cocolife.com and see.
Oh. Let's do that. Riding on the internet.
That's not. It's Enjoy Cocoa Life. Yeah, enjoy Cocoa.
On the
I am so sorry. EnjoyCocoa.com has a store locator on there and on their website. Beautiful website here. All kinds of good stuff. A lot of beach vibes because it is tropical. Think tropical. But they also have it available in pineapple and lime in certain locations.
Pineapple sounds delicious. I might shotgun that.
Yes, that would be great. Or you can just add a little sprig to pineapple juice to your cocktail.
I'm trying to. Doesn't really say on their website where they have it, but I'll see. I'll go to.
There is a store locator that we'll have to look up here after. Yeah.
No, this is part of the fun video. Everyone can watch us like fumble around with the computers and find it.
Yes.
Oh, find Cocoa. Here we go.
Yep, find Cocoa.
No stores near you. Wait, no, there might be stores near me. Yeah, zoom in on the map.
Oh, they're definitely in Pennsylvania.
Dude, there's a ton of stores. Yeah, holy cow. I should definitely be able to get some.
Dude, they're available in 30 states, and you can ship in 27 and in 2 countries. Thank you, Canada.
Let's see. Actually, the more I zoom in, they are in Pennsylvania. No, they're not in Pennsylvania. It's weird. They're in Jersey. They're in Jersey and Delaware.
Pennsylvania is dumb.
Dude, Pennsylvania is stodgy as fuck when it comes to liquor. They don't like us doing. And yeah, they're literally there's a liquor store every couple of miles on the border of Pennsylvania that has it.
So if everybody listening to this here in Pennsylvania, we will work with your state delegates to try to
yeah, go to Jersey. Yeah.
Go to Jersey. Go to literally any state around you and go to the nearest store locator and get you a box available in a 4-pack. Very good stuff.
Yeah, maybe I'll take a trip. If I have time, I'll take a trip down to Delaware and grab it down there.
We'll figure it out. You're not going to lose this week, though, right? You don't even need it.
No, I'm not worried about it. I'm not that worried about it, but I'm going to buy some online anyways because it sounds delicious and I want to try it.
It actually is very refreshing. And winter is coming, so it doesn't hurt to feel a little bit tropical. So, ladies and gentlemen, dudes and dudettes, NFL Week 10, Ryan, thank you as always. And we'll see how this all shakes out when we talk about next week, Week 11 NFL Pickem. If you're listening here on Spotify, check us out on YouTube. If you're listening to us on YouTube, watching this on YouTube, find us on Spotify. Thank you, everybody. So long.